At the moment, Chrisean Rock and Blueface are going through the most trying time of their lives, a legal battle that will significantly affect their lives, involving challenging custody issues, restraining orders, and child support requirements, following their splits, disputes, infidelity, and mayhem which garnered media attention. This is no longer just a celebrity drama. It might decide the future of their child. The visibility of a poisonous pair when Chrisean Malone, the real name of the Chrisean Rock, joined Blueface's reality show Blue Girls Club in 2020. She was just another up-and-coming star, but her unwavering commitment, fiery temper, and genuineness allowed her to quickly cement her place. Jonathan Jamal is Blueface's authentic name. We knew from the beginning that this was no ordinary love story. On Twitter, a fan described it as Bad Girls Club meets Keeping Up with the Kardashians with way more punches. Bestsellers like Thosiana show that he saw in Chrisean not just a potential love interest, but also a contentious brand partnership. On social media, their relationship was live to see conflicts, accusations of infidelity, and ties to toxic relationships. In early 2023, Chrisean Rock revealed that she was expecting Blueface's child, and the internet went nuts. She posted on Instagram saying, "I don't care what anybody says, I'm keeping my baby." The fans enjoyed the chaos and clicks, but there were serious issues at the heart of the pregnancy. However, he publicly distanced himself from any responsibility, tweeting, "She's pregnant, but it isn't mine." This led to a protracted and agonizing verbal altercation that lasted for several months, during which time both parties took advantage of the pregnancy. Baby bulge, ultrasound, and touching videos of criticism and reasons notwithstanding, Blueface persisted in doubting her motherhood and the child's paternity. As labor was being recorded by cameras during Chrisean's delivery of Chrisean Jr. in September 2023, Chrisean went live in between contractions. Everyone was watching. The illness is there was a brief period of calm. The birth of Chrisean Jr. was supposed to be a time of healing and a fresh start for the troubled couple. But Blueface declined to go and questioned whether he was a father, by expressing her wish that her child will have both parents by October 2023. Chrisean publicly urged her followers to develop a close emotional connection with her child. The infant was unwillingly named by Blueface in his composition with the words, "Okay, I accept that's my son, let's move forward." But after a few days, the couple's online argument surfaced once more, and it seemed that things would be much the same in the future. Chrisean retaliated against Blueface for allegedly controlling the situation and refusing to leave, after Blueface accused him of partying while the baby was at home. To support or encourage the custody dispute started in December 2023 when Blueface released multiple recordings alleging that Chrisean had left their young child at a friend's house at 4 a.m. while she was out. At roughly 4 in the morning, Marsh left my son behind. The realization that some folks had no crib at all caused the internet to go crazy. Some pointed the finger at Chrisean, while others chastised Blueface for criticizing rather than assisting his child's mother. Blueface's next move, however, was much more amazing, using the phrase "I'm taking her to court" as reckless. He would ask to be placed under custody. It has been reported that Blueface's legal team made an effort to Chrisean Jr. noted that Blueface had also displayed aggressive conduct and poor parenting skills, and that Chrisean's team was ready to defend Chrisean despite Chrisean's unpredictable behavior and incapacity to have a stable home. Disagreements over child support. The conflict over custody and child support happened simultaneously in other situations. Twitter, when Chrisean stated, "You're out here buying Jay and Alexa's AG wagon, and you can't even buy formula for your son?" He was implying that Blueface was not financially supporting their child. According to Blueface, "I give what's fair, she just wants clout and cash." However, according to court insiders, Chrisean's legal team was getting ready to request a thorough in early 2024. Things took a turn for the worse when Blueface's financial records, which only included money from his YouTube music, revealed that if Chrisean were to be granted primary custody, he may have to spend hundreds of dollars a month in child support, restraining orders, and more violence. As seen by screenshots of direct messages and texts, Blueface had threatened her and the child, saying, "You're not fit. I'll make sure you never see him again." According to the temporary restraining order, Blueface threatened her and the child via verbal abuse and online harassment. As per the lawyers for Chrisean, she worried about protecting her. In response, Blueface requested supervised visits and provided papers indicating that Chrisean had a mental illness. Although the restraining order is only temporary, it will be reviewed by a judge in the coming days. Blueface kept tweeting in an enigmatic manner, "I have the money for lawyers, and I'm getting a DNA test soon. They can't raise children." As she spoke in court, she said, "I'm human, but I'm doing my best." I always wanted to be a good mother. As the court's confessions continued to flow in, both parties were deposed by April 2024. Blueface's creators recorded Chrisean's purported arrest history. The justices determined that the case was highly contentious after carefully considering all sides of the argument, and they designated a guardian ad litem to look into the best course of action. As a result, Chrisean's team shared screenshots of Blueface making fun of her online while she was pregnant, cheating on her, and threatening to take the baby and go. Legal experts advise against sharing custody in California, where both couples reside unless one parent is dangerous, unstable, or neglectful. Family law lawyer Jasmine Aldridge says, "This is a perfect example of how celebrities can complicate custody. When all decision-making is done on social media, we'll provide support for Mamiar's child." Support requests. The hearing was especially significant because if the restraining order is issued permanently, it may restrict Blueface's shared custody access to his earnings from club appearances and other events. In the event that Chrisean is appointed as a principal custodian, Blueface may pay between $10,000 and $30,000 per month, depending on revenue. Either need supervision while they are present or are children. The issue remained unsolved even after the judge's temporary shared custody decree in May 2025, which called for scheduled visits and no overnight stays until a final decision was made. The hearing for the 90-day extension of the restraining order against Blueface has not yet been held, however. Despite Chrisean posting less and seemingly moving in the right path, both musicians have remained inconsistent online. Despite reports that she is in therapy and has been looking for a private life for her son, Blueface, she still performs and promotes her music while balancing new legal concerns pertaining to another assault case. Chrissy, a little child, is at the center of this chaos. Even though Chrisean Jr. is just a year old, he is already getting hashtags, criticism, and media attention. Prolonged exposure to this type of family dispute can cause anxiety and hopelessness, experts say. In subsequent relationships, mental health professionals, supporters, and critics have reported trauma, emotional instability, and trust concerns reared by both parents. According to one family therapist, raising a happy, healthy child free from disruption is more important than who wins the fight in a society where dysfunction is frequently rewarded by viral fame. The Chrisean Rock and Blueface story serves as a reminder that some stories are not just for amusement, but rather are pleas for assistance, whether that assistance comes from the legal system, therapy, or simply maturing. All the court filings, tweets, and live streams that were prepared to accommodate Chrisean Jr. provide a picture of a future that is influenced by the decisions taken today. We can only hope that his story will not be as terrible as the events surrounding him. Please check back often because the case is not yet over.